BIA, the builders, we'll edit that out in a little bit.
Probably not. We probably won't. Hey everyone, I'm Dan Hamilton, and joined again with me is Taylor Colin, and this is the Evans Farm Life Show, episode number 3.
What are we talking about today, Dan?
Today we're going to talk about Evans Farm and the fact that the Parade of Homes for Columbus was recently held in Evans Farm. So we're just going to recap a little bit about what we saw during the Parade of Homes. We both had the opportunity to help host a home during the parade and be inside that home and greet people and kind of get to check out the property and the properties that were back there. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. While we get into it, Taylor, why don't you just kind of tell us a little bit about, what is the Parade of Homes and, how did it go for you at Evans Farm this year?
Yeah, so the Parade of Homes is the BIA, the builders, we'll edit that out in a little bit.
Probably not. We probably won't.
So anyway, every year the BIA hosts what's called the Parade of Homes, and they focus on a newer community and want to get some exposure to that community, and they allow all the builders in Central Ohio who are affiliated with the BIA to have the opportunity to put a showcase home in kind of like the center of the community, if I'm not mistaken. And then they sell tickets, and people can go through the Parade of Homes and see design trends. They can see what building trends look like. If they're thinking about building a home, they can interview builders because they're usually all there. Yeah. So it's a nice event.
Yeah. I think usually there's like 8 to 10 houses on tour, 8 to 12, somewhere around there. And it is just kind of a parade. You just walk from house to house, go through. It's an event that a lot of people love to go to. They love to get ideas about the next trends that are happening in building. It's almost like getting to walk through Pinterest in real life, which is kind of fun. And that's what we saw at Evans Farm. Because, if you've been following trends, farmhouse living is very popular, has been for a few years.
Thank you, Chip and Joanna Gaines. Hashtag, right? We'll see if we can get them to follow us.
Hashtag shiplap.
Right.
And Evans Farm, Evans Farm is a lot like that. A lot of the style right now that's going into Evans Farm is somewhat of that, farmhouse type style. Right. There's a lot of different styles back there, but.
How many homes were in the Parade of Homes for Evans Farm?
So this year we had 14 homes on tour, and we both held the same home open, not at the same time, just, over the 2 weeks we were two of the agents in our office that got to kind of host that home with Copper Tree Homes, Copper Tree being one of the builders that was for the parade and has the ability, I guess, to build back there if they would choose to do so. What did you think of the house that we were in, the Copper Tree home?
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. From what I understand, that was the only sold property on the entire parade route. Yeah. So that was a contract build for Copper Tree specific to a family. Yep. A lot of times builders want to showcase all the bells and whistles that they have to offer, and so they'll throw it all into the parade home. But this home was built specifically for a family lifestyle, which I thought was pretty appealing. And it kind of had a home feel to it as soon as you step foot into it because you knew it was designed for someone. Yeah,
if you went through the parade this year, the Copper Tree one probably stands out, not because of how overwhelmingly amazing it was. I mean, it was a beautiful home for sure, but just how realistic it was compared to some of the other houses. It was very homey feeling. It just seemed very realistic. Like I could see my family living here,
What home do you think gave you like that wow factor?
The first house on tour was a Bob Webb home. Yeah. And it was humongous, and it's the first one that you really see when you walk and drive into the community. It is just a massive house with a long house, a lot of outdoor living space, which is awesome. And that one just stands out to me, at least from the curb. I love the front porches with the little swings that are out there. Right. All of the front porches are large to kind of go with the Evans Farm idea of front porch living. Get outside, live on your front porch, or at least get to know your neighbors out there. Was there anything that you saw in any of the houses or heard about or anything that was unique, that definitely stood out.
I mean, the 3-pillar had the his and her home, right?
Mhm.
That was very unique.
Yeah,
I mean,
so explain that a little bit.
well, one of them was designed specifically for a male, and one of them was designed specifically for a female.
Yeah.
It was incredibly unique, and that's what they were trying to accomplish, right? That wow factor. They want to stand out. Not only is the Parade of Homes a way for them to showcase their building techniques, their building style, but it's also a way, it's a marketing way to get your name out there, right? And a lot of people were talking about 3-pillar with that his and her home, and I think the his one had that nice pool in the backyard.
Yes, yeah, the pool is
It was
super
hot
cool.
enough, I should have just jumped in.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, with the parade, you know, the builders go out there and they want to do something that people are going to talk about. So I know, you know, in the past there have been little secret rooms where you open a bookcase and you've got a full room
Right.
back there, which is always fun. The Copper Tree house that we were in had a little Harry Potter room downstairs in the basement. There's always fun stuff like that. So if you were somebody that got to go to the parade, we would love to hear from you. What did you think? What was your favorite house on tour? Lots of different houses won awards and things like that through the parade. But really, let us know if you got to go and what was your favorite, what was your least favorite. You can find us online for all of this stuff at evansfarmlife.com. Evans Farm Life on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube.
We got a bunch of pictures up from the parade.
Yeah, there's a lot of parade photos out there,
Yeah.
and we're going to be putting out a lot more photos inside Evans Farm. Taylor's actually building a house right now in Evans Farm.
Not on
so
the parade route.
no, not on the parade
Not on the
route,
parade
but we'll have a lot of behind the scenes stuff on that. What's the process of building like? A lot of interviews coming up with builders, so you can get to know them a little bit better and get to know their styles, the trends that they like to incorporate into their builds, and things like that. Taylor, if anybody is interested in Evans Farm right now,
Right.
or even just a little bit curious, like, is it right for me? What should their first steps be, or what should they think?
Well, the easiest would probably be www.evansfarmlife.com. At the bottom of the page, there's a, contact us, where you can just put in a quick message and we can get back to you.
Yep.
You're welcome to engage with us on any social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram, like Dan mentioned. Yeah, it should be relatively easy though. I think my contact information is also on the website, so feel free to call, text, whatever that is, email.
Absolutely, absolutely. And if you are even just the least bit interested in Evans Farm and kind of what's out there, there are some homes currently under construction back there, Taylor's being one of them. There are some houses listed already in the MLS that are available for sale.
That's a great question, Dan.
Quick move-in.
All those homes that we saw on the Parade of Homes, they're not all going to be building like $1 million homes, are they?
No, so the parade houses, they range from around 700 and up. But you can get into the community for under 500,000, closer to maybe low 400,000s. It just depends on, the features that you choose and the builder that you're using and things like that. And we'll get into all of that in future episodes. But if you are interested in touring some houses back there, taking a look at what Evans Farm has to offer, we'd love to help you out, get you into some of those houses, take a look, get you the information that you need, and just meet you where you're at. Okay?
What's the sign-off going to be this time? Seacrest out?
I don't know.
We're going to get sued.
We're just going to end it.
Okay.
I think I literally will end it.